Hello, Cancers. So here is your reading. So first up, you have the Queen of Cups, you have the Sun, you have the Three of Pentacles, and in the reverse challenging position, you have the Knight of Wands, and in the recommended actions to take, you have the Fool. Okay, so I feel like you're going through this period where you're very being empathetic to others. You're providing emotional support. You're being somebody's kind of foundation in a sense. You're helping somebody through a situation. Now, this could be some work situation. It could be helping a friend through, maybe they're having some problems with their relationship or something. But I feel like you're in this caring role. You're being very, very caring and supportive to somebody. You're really giving support. And I think this is causing the situation to kind of become better. I think because the Sun represents things coming to light, like things that might have been hidden or murky. All of a sudden, they are clearer. It represents having a nice time, or kind of having a little bit of luck. Like things are just better in a sense. Like energy, confidence. It's more of like a warm period. So I think whatever you're doing, you're helping someone, and you're actually helping the situation become better in a sense. And I think with the Three of Pentacles, this is all about teamwork. So, and this is about kind of working effectively with each other. Like each person has a specific skill, and they're being respected for their skill, and they understand that each one brings something different to the table, but you need all of them to make this project run smoothly, or make the situation run better. So I definitely think that you are kind of like the nurturing aspect of whatever this represents for you, and you're working nicely with people, and you're kind of helping, if this is a project or helping somebody through their relationship problems, like you're kind of like, you have like a synergy at the moment, and you're helping this through. Now, the Knight of Wands in the reverse position, this can indicate like a passion project, or something that almost might be experiencing some scattered energy, or it could be hitting some delays. So I think whatever this is for you, there might be some delays. Maybe there's a little bit of scattered energy, or there's not like 100% the clear path. Like I think you know how you want to go forward with it, but sometimes the little details, the little steps in between are not always as clear. And I think it's just a matter of figuring those details out to continue this collaboration running smoothly. And the Fool being in this position, it would represent the Fool. It's kind of about new beginnings. So this could be something new, or it can indicate that you need to go about this situation in a new way, or a different way, because he's also a little bit of a free spirit. He's not really conventional in his thinking. He's just a little bit, he's not, I guess, set in a certain way. He's a little bit more emotionally based, and he's a little bit more of an out of the box. So I feel like with this, you might have to come a little bit out of the box with this situation. And with whatever these delays or scattered energies, in a sense, you might have to approach it in a different way. So that's what I get for this. But I definitely think this is a really nice reading. I think whatever you're doing, I definitely think it's going to be working well, because these ones, they work very well together. So this could, like I said, be you helping somebody through some problems, and maybe it's not just you helping them through. Maybe it's like, let's say your best friend has a problem, and you're helping the friend, and then somehow, the friend's mom is involved too, and the mom's helping, and you both decide, let's take the friend to let's have a girls' day or a guys' day or whatever day. We're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna go walk around somewhere or do something, and it creates like a nice synergy, and you're kind of helping the friend get out of the funk and everything. And but maybe this could indicate that, like, maybe planning that trip might have had some little bumps in the road for whatever reason, but then you need to come about it in a different angle or a different way, or have think of the problem differently, to get a different type of solution type of situation. So that is what I mean. That's like one example. Okay, let us continue with the oracle cards. Okay, you got friendship. A friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. I really think you are here really in some type of way. And this could be like a coworker too. If this doesn't necessarily need to be a personal friend, it could be a coworker is having a problem with something on the job, and you're, through your kindness and your patience and your understanding, you're really helping them succeed. So it could just be any type of nurturing position that you are for somebody, because I really feel like you're doing this for somebody else. But so yeah, so that's friendship. I'm going to put that right by the Queen of Cups because she's helping her friends out. Commitment. A commitment is indicated around love or business. It will make you feel better. And I do think this commitment has to do with this Three of Pentacles. I do think you're involved in whatever this is. You're actually you're playing a big part in the facilitating of this going forward. And I think you're playing a very successful part and a very important part through kind of emotionally helping this. And I think because of you, this sun moment is happening where things are kind of turning around, turning better, and you're actually helping facilitate this collaboration, however it is, to be more successful. And I definitely feel that this Knight of Wands moment, this kind of maybe a little bit scattered energy or delays, I don't think they're going to be major, because I think the Fool, I think that's going to be you coming around with a different way of doing it, and I think it's going to just kind of pass through that quickly. Then you have perseverance. You may feel like you are getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up, because all these came out for you guys. So I feel like this perseverance, I feel like this is going with the Knight of Wands moment. I think that there might, anytime you do something, there's something, always, nothing's always perfect. So I think maybe you'll come up with a little bit of a bump in the road, and you just have to stick through it, because you're going to get through it. Because the Fool is great. He's all about starting a new journey. So whatever you're doing here, he's going to continue on that journey. So you're definitely continuing on the journey. It's just anytime you do something, there's always something comes up. So then you have health, an excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. So I think that's really great, especially with the many new friendships are on the horizon. I definitely think because you have this Queen of Cups energy, I think people are really like attracted to you. In the sense of you have this helpfulness, and I think like a lot of people, it's going to be good for a lot of people. That's what I mean to say. I think this energy is really very almost pure, and just I think it's what some people really need at this moment. So, but with the health, you always have to remember, sometimes when you're this Queen of Cups and you're in this like nurturing role, she's very good with her emotions. She's a good nurturer, but sometimes, you could have a moment where it might be too much. So you always have to remember that if you're dealing with other people's problems and really trying to help them, you always have to remind yourself that you're helping them and everything, but you can't sometimes let the problems like almost like fester or get to you. Because sometimes people, you think they should do one thing, they wind up doing something else, and you're like, why would you do that? And then it could make you upset, where you have to always remember, help other people, but don't forget to help your own mental health as well, is how I want to say this. Okay, let me continue. So, and challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts, or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. So I definitely think that you might, with this Knight of Wands here, it's about kind of having a little delays or little difficulties. I definitely think, I'm going to put that over here. I think there might be something that comes up, but I feel like, I think you're going to get right through it, because the Fool, he's all about new perspectives, going on that journey. So you're definitely going to get over this. It's just, like I said before, anytime you do something, there's always something, there's always something comes up. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, this definitely, these are the romance oracles, but you could take this for romance, or you could just take it in the sense of just like a general idea. So with this, it could definitely be speaking about religion, or I see this also speaking about sometimes people have very strong opinions where it's almost like their religion. Their opinions are so strong, it's almost like like it's their religion. So I think that maybe with this Knight of Wands, or even with this this synergy that you're having here, like I said, nothing's always perfect. So maybe with this collaboration, maybe somebody has a little bit of a difference of opinion, and maybe it's not so major, because I definitely think that you're going to be able to work effectively. But sometimes, you know, there's little things here and there that you might have to take in consideration and work around in a sense. So it could just be that maybe somebody's opinion is very, very strong about something, and it might not be entirely the way you would go about it in a sense. But I think, and that could indicate there's a little bit of a delay or problem here, but it doesn't mean, I think you're going to get through that. I think whatever this is, whatever this stands for, I think you're going to be able to push past that. But I definitely think that maybe something either religious or strong opinion, something where it's very rooted in somebody, might be something that's going to come up for you this week. Okay, so that's that. And then you have Bambrick, sweetness and synergy. Now this card speaks about, I think this loaf of bread, I think this is like an Irish tradition. And they put what was it? They make the bread, you know, the dough, and then they put like a pea, they put a coin, they put a stick in there, and they put like a piece of cloth, and then they, I guess, mix it in there somehow, and they bake it. And it's when they go to eat it, whoever gets whatever slice, let's say if you get the pea, that means you're not getting married this year. But if, oh, and there was a ring, somebody put a ring in there too. If you get the ring, that means you're going to get married. If you got the stick, that means you're having bad luck. And if you got the cloth, that means everything's terrible. You're gonna have no money. No money, no happiness. And I think if you got the what was it, the coin, that means you're getting prosperity coming to you. So, but this loaf represents, on this card, it represents that you have all the tools that you need. Like, you have everything you need to move forward effectively. So because I guess when this all comes together, because it says sweetness and synergy, when this bread all comes together, it is, in a sense, is all together to be this fortune-telling bread. So this is saying that you have all the tools that you need at the moment, which is fantastic. And I definitely think that's indicating that with this collaboration, or this whatever this is for you, working with these other people, I think it's saying that you have all the tools to effectively make this work well. Even though you might come up against some little bumps in the road here, you have everything that you need going forward. So, okay, so then you have Angel Aura Quartz, and it says lighten up. So I definitely think, like, because I feel like with the Queen of Cups, I think sometimes when you're dealing with emotions, they could be a little heavy, and sometimes they kind of like bog you down a little bit. But I think with this, the sun, because the sun is all about being light, so I think that, like, if you're going to experience something that's a little bit tricky, I just think it's reminding you that you have so much other things that are really going well right now. Don't let some of those heavy emotions affect your happiness, because the sun is all about happiness and everything. And I think, like, you just sometimes have to balance things a little bit. So, because I definitely think that you're that rock for somebody, at least at this moment, that emotional support system. I think you're playing that for somebody, and I think you're doing really well at it. But because you're doing so well at it, sometimes you take on a little bit more of it yourself. So I think you just have to remember to kind of just don't let certain things just completely bog you down either. So next up, you have your life is your story, write well, edit often, and adjust your sails when the wind doesn't blow your way. So I feel like your life is your story, write well, edit often. I think that's something you might have to remind whoever, because I really feel that this is you helping somebody. I just really, really feel that you're kind of, in some capacity, helping somebody else out. And you might have to remind them that if something doesn't work out, that they're the author of their own life, and they can change things when they need to change it. So I definitely think that's excellent. And then adjust your sails when the wind doesn't blow your way. I feel like that's kind of going with this Knight of Wands here. if you're coming up with a little bit of a delay or a bump in the road, sometimes with the Fool, he's just going to go a different direction. If there's a roadblock or a boulder or something, a road closed, he's just going to go a different direction. He's going to choose a different road because he's not totally set in 100% which road he's going into. He's just kind of like, I'm on this trip, and that's it. So I think this is just saying that don't be so set on like the finer details in a sense. Just be focused on like the trip as a whole. So, because you're going to get to where you need. And that could just indicate if somebody, like sometimes when we help other people out or we're trying to help somebody through something, we have maybe certain ideas of how they should be helped in a sense. And I think sometimes you kind of have to give up control a little bit because people don't always do exactly what you want them to do or what you think is best for them. So you might have to give up a little control and kind of let your little ducks wander around and figure it out for themselves to a degree, but you can be the mommy duck and be supervising in a sense, if that makes any sense for you guys. Okay. Think of a question for the Magic 8 Ball, Cancers. We're going to get to that in a second. But first, let's ask, what spirit of the dish shall be with you in the upcoming week? And you guys got the spirit of the Middle Eastern, which is the hummus. So you guys got the hummus. And let's see, what dinner and a movie does the universe recommend for you? What dinner and a movie for my Cancers? What dinner and a movie for my Cancers? Okay, you got romance and seafood. So there you go, romance and seafood. And okay, so you got F, N, W, A, U, B, and you have 4, 2, 3, 0, 9, 1. And for your stones, okay, you got all these wanted to come out. They all stuck in my hand. You have accept, dream, peace, and focus. So let me see. So I think the accept, I really think this is going to go on the Queen of Cups because I think she's really helping somebody accept something about their situation, or maybe not like fully, how do I say, sometimes things happen, people are upset, but I think sometimes to kind of heal from it, there's a certain level of acceptance that you have to have with it. So I think she's here trying to help somebody through the situation and kind of maybe accept that things didn't go quite as right, but that they're able to go forward in a certain kind of way. So now where am I going to put, let's see. I think the focus is going to be with the Three of Pentacles, because these people in this collaboration, I think they're really focused on what they're doing, and I think they're doing it very well. And I think you are going to help facilitate this. So I think you might have to kind of, if there is a little bit of a roadblock or a delay, you're going to have to just still continue to kind of focus on the main thing, even though you might have to shift gears a little bit. And the dream, I feel like I'm putting that on the Fool because he's starting his journey because he has a dream. He has a dream of something. So I think you need to remember what your end goal is or what you're really trying to do in times where things kind of get a little bit tricky. I think you just need to continue going and helping the way you're doing it. So in peace, I feel like that's going to go on the Sun because the Sun is kind of a happy card and it's about kind of synergy. I'll put it between the Sun and the Three of Pentacles because I think that you're kind of helping this you're helping maybe somebody find peace a little bit with something, and I don't know, I think really you're playing a role of I don't want to say peacekeeper, but you might be kind of helping somebody find peace within themselves in a sense, or you're just, sometimes that's what it is, you're just helping somebody emotionally find that peace. So I think that's fantastic. Okay, Cancers, here we go. Think of your question. Okay. Oh, mystical, magical 8 ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Cancer's question? It says, It is decidedly so. So it's happening, Cancers. There you go. The 8-ball has spoken. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.